Hello students, I am CAS Venkata Subramaniam handling mathematics, business mathematics, logical reasoning and statistics. Hope you are in the final stage of preparation for your exams. This video is going to be very useful for you. Actually, this video is solving the question paper, previous year question papers um, within the time. That's our focus. This video is going to be in a part wise manner, like you will be getting 15 questions each. We are now going to discuss June 2019 question paper, right? Let's see. Right, this is one of the toughest papers actually received in the new syllabus, CA foundation papers. Toughest in the sense solving the questions within the given time, like within 2 hours. That is actually difficult. Now we are going to just crack it out, those things. Let's first see this question. If the ratio of two numbers is 7:11 and if 7 is added to each number, the new ratio will become 2:3. Then the numbers are. Majority of the questions to be easily solved through option testing method. Just go for option testing, substitute those numbers and just see. You will end up in the right answer, right? Let's go for the option testing. Two numbers are in the ratio 7:11. Just see what two numbers are in the ratio 7:11. First option 49 divided by 77, divisible by 7 table. That is actually 49 divided by 77 is 7:11, right? The first condition one is satisfied. Then we are going to the second condition. If 7 is added to the each number, say suppose 49 plus 7 is 56, 77 plus 7 is 84. 56 is to 84, that will be in the ratio of 2:3. Whether it is in the ratio of 2:3, yes. Divisible by 28 table. 28 into 2 is 56, 28 into 3 is 84. Right? That's answer, right? It took actually 30 seconds, right? This is how you have to solve this one. The next question. Log 2 root 2, log to the base 2 root 2, 512 is to log 324 to the base 3 root 2. How to solve these type of questions, right? First step, make the base in the same, like on the factor, in the index number, the 512 in the form of 2:2, 2 root 2. Just take your calculator, press 2 root 2, 2 into root 2. Your answer is actually 2.8284 and so on, right? Press into equal to, it will be 7.999 and equal to 8. Once again equal to, go till 512. Count the equal to symbols, right? 3, 4 and 5, 6. Fifth equal to, you will get 512. That means 2 root 2 power 6 will be equal to 5 root 2, 512. Similarly, take 3 into root 2, you will be getting a value, press equal to into equal to. That is nothing but the first answer will be equal to 2. 2 times if you take 3 root 2, you will get an answer. Press equal to, add 1 numbers. 324. 324 will be 3 root 2 power 4. Just it will solve actually. The first question will be solved like this. Go for option testing, 49. Right. The second question. 512. 512 can be written like this. 2 root 2 power 6. How to get this value is, take your calculator, 2 into root 2, press, you will get an answer of 2.8284 and so on. Keep the numbers as it is, press into equal to, you will get an answer that is equal to 8, that is 7.99999. This is actually 2 root 2 power 2. like this. So that I am taking it as 2. Once again press equal to, that will be equal to power 3. Once again press equal to 4, you will get the power 4 answer. That is 8, 864 and then 512. These are the answer, like whole power, like once again 8, 22 and then 64 and then 2 root 2 power 6 is actually 512. 2 root 2 power 6 is actually 512. Similarly, 324. If you take 324, it will be 3 root 2 power 4. That will be equal to 324. Right? Then, if you apply the property of logarithm, you will get to the right answer. 2 root 2 power 6 is to log 3 root 2, 3 root 2 power 6 power 4. Take the powers in front. 6 log 2 root 2 into 2 root 2, 4 log 3 root 2 into 3 root 2. You will get 6 is to 4. This, when the bases and the index are same, then you will get the answer of 1. So that 6 into 1 is to 4 is into 1. 6 is to 4 is the answer. If you simplify, ratios it should be in the simplified form. 3 is to 2 is the right answer. We can go to the next question. Question number 3. 2 power x, 2 power x square, 3 power y square is equal to 12 power z square. How to solve these type of questions? Let's crack it up quickly. 2 power x square, 3 power y square, 12 power z square. 12 power z square. We cannot go for option testing like these type of questions. We can just, first step is equate it to a constant. First step is equate it to a constant. Then 2 power x square is equal to k. 3 power y square is equal to k. 12 power z square is equal to k. Take the powers to the opposite side. Second step is take the power to the opposite side. It will be k power 1 by x square. 3 is equal to k power 1 by y square. 12 is equal to k power 1 by z square. Right? Now, if you see, if you divide this 12, it can be written as 2 square and then 3. Correct? 2 square is nothing but 4. 4 into 3, we can write the 12 as like this. Correct? Hence, substitute this. But 12 can be written as 2 power 2 into 3 power 1. So that k power 1 by z square is equal to 2 ku 1, substitute the values, 1 by x square the whole square into 3 ku k into 1 by y square. Now if you simplify, you will get to the right answer. That is k power 1 by z square is equal to k power 1 by x square the whole square into k by 1 by y square. This can be written as 1 by x square plus 1 into 1 by x square. That can be written as 2 by x square. That's it. Therefore, 1 by z square is equal to 2 by x square plus 1 by y square. That's it. The next question. The next question is how to solve this. When the bases are same, you have to equate the index also to the same so that you will get an answer directly. Here 1 by 1 plus 5, 1 by 1 plus 6, 1 and so on up to 1 by 1 plus 624, like this it is going on. What you have to do actually is just simplify those things. You will get to the right answer. Let's see how to solve this one. Log 1 by 1 plus 5 to the base 5 plus log 1 by 1 by 6 to the base 5 and so on up to log of 1 by 1 plus 1 plus 1 by 624. Right? How to solve these type of questions? Just simplify these factors. Log 5, keep it like this. When it is in the plus, we can able to multiply directly using the property. 1 by 1 plus 5 can be written as 6 by 5. Correct? 1 by 1 plus 6 can be written as 7 by 6 and so on up to 625 by 624. This is how you can write, right? Now, just see. These numbers will be cancelled. 6, 6. Similarly, like 7, 7. Every number will get cancelled. 624 and 624. These number will be also like this 624. 624 and 624 will get cancelled. You will end up log 5 of 625 divided by 5. It is nothing but log 5 of 125. 125 can be written in terms of 5. That is how you can write is log 5. 5 cube. You can take this 3 in front. You'll get log 5 to the base 5 into 3. That is nothing but 3. Right? This is how you have to solve. The next question. Find the condition that one root is double the other. If the question is this way, how to solve this question? Take the root, one of the root as 1, the other root as 2 into that number. That's it. If you go that way, we can able to crack it easily. Right? Let's see how to solve. Question number 5. Question number 5. Question number 5 is this way. One root is double the other. Okay, so that I'm taking one root is 1, second root is the double the other, so that 1 into 2, that is 2. Above one of the root is 1, second root is 2. You know the formula, sum of the root x square minus sum of the roots into x plus product of the roots is equal to 0. This is how you have to form an equation using sum and product of the roots. Sum of the roots is 3, x square minus 3x plus product of the root is actually 2. Right? This is the equation that can be formed using the two roots. Given condition with the two roots. Actual given formula is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Then directly compare. You get a is equal to 1, b is equal to minus 3, and then c is equal to 2. Correct? On comparison, you will get directly a is equal to 1, b is equal to minus 3, and c is equal to 2. You have got the values of a, b, and c. Just go and substitute in the given options. You will get to the right answer. First option, what is that? First option, 2b square is equal to 3ac. Just apply. B square is nothing but 9. 3 square will be 9. 2 into 9, that is will be equal to 3 into 1 into 2. Whether it is right? 18 is equal to 6. That is not equal. So that this option is not right. Then the second option is 2b square is equal to 9ac. Whether this condition is satisfying or not, you have to just see. 2 into 9 once again is equal to 9 into a is 1 into 2. 18 is equal to 18. This condition is getting satisfied. So that your answer is this 2b square is equal to 9ac. Just conclude the answer this way. This is how you have to solve. The main thing which you have to get focused is like on the pressure situation, you have to handle these things. You have to go slightly in a conceptual way just to crack these type of questions. Right? The next question. Next question is a simple matrix question. Just you can do easily. 1, 2, 3, and then log 2 to the base 10, log 3 to the base 10, and then log 4 to the base 10. Just solve these types of questions can be easily solved. Just you can you know how to take these things. 1 into log 2 to the base 10 plus 2 into log 3 to the base 10 plus 3 into log 4 to the base 10. These the numbers you just take it to the power, so that it will become log 2 everything in the base of 10. Log 2 plus log 10 3 square plus log the base 10 4 cube. Now if it is in this thing applying the property, it will become like this: 2 into 3 square into 4 cube. When you simplify, you will get 2 into 3 square is 9, 4 square is actually 4 cube is actually 64. 4 into 4 into 4, 64 into 9 into 2 will be equal to 1152. Your answer is log 1152 to the base 10. This is the final answer. The next question. The next question is this way. X plus y 1 1 x minus y plus 2 3 2 minus 4 is equal to 12 3 4 0. Matrices question. Once again a simple question. Just substitute the values of x and y here and just confirm. That is the only way you can able to solve the question easily. Just see under which option it is getting satisfied. X plus y, value of x, take the first option 7 and minus 3. 7 minus 3 is actually 4. 4 plus 2 is 6. So that the first condition is not getting satisfied. Leave that. Option B, minus 7 minus 3 is minus 10. Minus 10 plus 2 is minus 8. That is not equal to 12. Leave that also. Minus 7 plus 3. Minus 7 plus 3 is actually minus 4. Minus 4 plus 2 is actually minus 2. Yeah, that is also not equal to 12. The next one is x plus y. 7 plus 3 is 10. 10 plus 2 is 12. First option is getting satisfied. D is getting satisfied. 12 is equal to 12. Apply and see here also. 7 minus 3 will be equal to 4. 4 minus 4 will be equal to 0. That condition is also getting satisfied. So that directly you can just pick out the option D and then choose your answer. Right. Going to the next question, 8. These types of question you have to just have a just technique, common techniques. That's it. X plus 2 is actually greater than 0, they have given, and 2x minus 6 is also greater than 0, they have given. So that x can be this way. When you take that x plus 2 is greater than 0 to the next side, it will be x is greater than or equal to minus 2. And then here if you say 2x minus 6 is greater than 0, if you take 2x is greater than 6, so that x will be greater than 3. So that how to choose this answer for this question? 8. It is x is actually greater than minus 2 and then it is greater than 3. How to go about it? If you see this way, x is greater than 3 is one condition and x is greater than minus 2 is the other condition. If it is less this way, just go with an options minus 2 comma infinity, that is minimum value is minus 2 and then greater than value is greater than value is infinity. Whether going with this option is fine or not? No, it is not a fine option. The next one is 2x minus 6 is greater than 0. If you see x is greater than 3, take that positive value. If you see x is greater than 0 contains a value from 3, 4, 5, 6 and so on up to infinity. Here also it contains, the first condition also it will contain the values of 4 to infinity, correct? The common part you have to take and choose the answer. If you take that common part, that this 3 and 3 to infinity will be in the common part. You have to take the common part and write the answer. Right? In equations, you have to solve this way. Whatever is common, you have to write. I'll just solve for you. just quickly. The first condition is x plus 2 is greater than 0. X plus 2 is greater than 0. We can write it as x is greater than minus 2. This is one condition. X is greater than minus 2 will be like this. Minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on up to infinity. X, 2x minus 6 is greater than 0. 2x minus 2x is greater than 6. Hence, x is greater than 3. The common part is here 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on up to infinity. 3 to infinity is common, so that is actually your answer. You have to conclude this way. The next question, similar question. X plus x1 plus x2 is lesser than 4. 2x1 minus x2 is greater than 6. Similarly, you have to choose this common area and you have to say the answer, right? If you see, they have given you the diagram, 2 equations and 2 diagrams they have given. If they are given the diagrams, how to solve these type of questions? The first equation has lesser than symbol. The second equation has greater than symbol. We will just go with the short technique. If the lesser than symbol is there, you have to shade lower. Lesser than, lower, left side. You have to shade like this. If it is lesser than, or if it is in lesser than symbol is there, you have to shade in the left side. If it is greater than symbol is there, you have to shade in the right side. This is a small technique you have to use. All right, okay. If you say this in this question, I'll just reproduce the diagram for you. The diagram goes this way. This is equation of one line. This is the equation of other line. This is L, x2. This is x1. This is L1. This is L2. These points are A, B. This is E, D, and then this line is actually this way, and this line, this L2, if you take the equation, it is 2x1 minus x2 is greater than 6. Greater than 6, you have to take right side. That is the first condition, right side you have to shade. For this equation, right side I am just shading. Okay. For that L1, this is actually L1. L1 the condition is x1 plus x2 is lesser than 4. Lesser than, left side you have to shade. L1 left side, if I am going to shade, it will be like this. Right? The common portions are this way, right? These are the only common portions. That is nothing but B, these points. B, common portions has to be shaded. Common portions are this way. Only the points B to E. These common portions, if you take and shade, this will be the common portions A, B, and E. This is the common region. That is the answer, right? The common portions you have to take for these inequations and then solve these answers, right, quickly. The next question, the 10th question which we are going to solve. There ends your first part. A sum was invested for 3 years as per CI and the rate of interest for the first year is 9%. Second year is 6%. Third year is 3% respectively. Find the sum if the amount in 3 years is 550. Simple. Just take the amount and then go for option testing, one way of doing the sum. The other way is just take the first principle as x. X into 9% you just keep, and then you can solve, and then you can able to find out the answer. This is how you can proceed. Now we can go for option testing directly. 250, if you take 250 plus 9% will be 272.5, plus second year if you are going to get an interest of 6%, it will be 288.85, plus third year interest if you are going to get, it will be becoming only 297. It will not be equal to 550 obviously. This next option I'm going to test. 300 plus first year rate of interest is 9%, it will become 327. Second year rate of interest is only 6%, then it will become 346.62. And from that, if you add 3%, it will become 357.01. Just take the sum plus this percentage. If you do, you will get to the right answer. Here also option 2 is also not getting satisfied. Take option T3. 462.16 plus 9%. It will be equal to 503.75 plus 6%. It will be 533.979, and then plus 3%. It will be equal to 550. You will get to the right answer. This is how easily you can solve this. That ends the first part. We will see in the next part. Thank you. Hope you all understood. Thank you.